Hello everyone, this is Fantasy Ask and welcome back to ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, our deputy guys really stepped up in trying to help Mr. the leader, try and get things under control, get more prey, and just in general be more helpful. Because Nectarrock started to notice in his admiring glances that the leader was feeling a little bit overwhelmed by things, and I think a little bit disappointed actually. He was feeling disappointed by the way some things weren't going according to plan. So he, instead of, being jealous of the cats around the leader and being petty in general, he decided to kind of step up his game and start paying attention more to his duty as a deputy, and I feel like a bunch of the other cats kind of noticed that and were appreciative of it. And then of course we had some interesting developments, I feel, between the different cats and the glances they were getting from each other. Maybe some interactions like the ones between Dog Pounce and Lyrebuzz. Sometimes I look at these cats and the names from Feather Clan, the last clan I did in classic mode, just is like on the tip of my tongue and I have to be like, no, wrong cat. Like when I was looking at Lyrebuzz, I don't know why I was thinking of Iris Quiver, and when I'm looking at Slopefleck, I'm thinking of Chartstripe, and I'm looking at Slumberroach, I'm thinking of Cicada Lotus. But no. We have a whole new cast. But okay. This time around, let's go through the cat list, see what's going on with the different cats. And also, guys, I had a look at the relationships and I did notice some very, very fascinating developments that have happened. But first up, in terms of loyalties, nothing has actually changed. So Almond Fur is still kind of in the disloyal camp. Or I should say, he has decided to stick in the anti-loyalist camp. Mista has not managed to kind of win him over, and he hasn't managed to win anyone else over. But the 4 cats that he does have on his side are going pretty strong. So let's dive in to Mista, see what he's doing. He saw a kitty pet rolling around a 2-leg garden. Also, I'm pretty sure when I was going through the recording in last episode, or was it the episode before? I think it was the last episode. I feel like I skipped over Slopefleck. One of the previous 2 episodes, I feel like I accidentally skipped over Slopefleck, even though I feel like I went past him. But I was looking at the recording and I couldn't find us doing like the daily cat list with Slopefleck. I must have gotten confused, like going back and forth between the cats, which is kind of strange, but hopefully that doesn't happen this time around. So Mista, I don't think there was anything novel in his relationships. He obviously still has a good relationship with Slumberroach, and nothing romantically has changed with Cloudy Snarl. Nectarrock is waiting to watch the sunrise. You know what? I kind of like the idea that Nectarrock has gone out of the exit, or through the exit, and he's kind of looking at the sunrise after a moon's hard work as deputy, and he kind of feels peace within himself that, he has kind of stepped up and beyond like other cats' expectations of him, and I think he's having a moment to enjoy it, which is very, very nice. And it's actually, I think it was good to see him not basing all of his activities around Mista for once, but doing his own gig, and he was getting noticed for it, which I liked. So yeah, nothing I think has changed in terms of his relationships. Okay, Lyrebuzz had a nice chat with Alona outside clan territory. Okay, does he actually know anyone? Let's go and check that. Does he know Alona? Strike! Okay, so Lyrebuzz is talking, or was talking, to Strike recently. Now, I wonder, guys, because we have said that Lyrebuzz is a bit of a scoundrel, I wonder if he started noticing, even though I think he got a little bit of attention from Dog Pounce in the last episode, like she went to him and was asking about his role and his duties and the stuff he does. But I wonder if he's kind of noticed that her attention these days is more on the other cats, the other male Slumberroach. So So he's going back to chatting with Strike just a little bit, maybe to make Dark Pounds jealous? It could be that. It could be that. But also, since we are, a member of Luminous Clan, and we do have this responsibility towards Lightless Clan, which Strike is a part of, we're going to say that along with being flirtatious, Lyrebuzz is probably helping to guide Strike to the exit. And from there, she's probably going to stay, outside the mountain for a while, and then she'll be compelled to come back. So there we go, that's kind of interesting. And yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything too interesting happening with Lyrebuzz's relationships. Cloudy Snarl almost got lost near some two-leg nests, okay? And her relations, I think there haven't been... Oh no, there has been a change. So guys, Cloudy Snarl has developed a bit of a crush on Dark Pounds. Another cat who has a crush on Dark Pounds. You know what I think it is? I feel like Cloudy Snarl might have been noticing that she and Mistar have been becoming a little bit distant lately, or maybe she's not getting as much out of Mistar as she's putting in. And so she is looking for that companionship elsewhere, and she's kind of started finding it with Dark Pounds. Because, Dark Pounds, I suppose, is also going through some problems on her end, and I can see her wanting to talk to another she-cat about being confused between two guys. So, that's happening. Maybe, with Cloudy Snarl, she's very devoted to Mistar, but at the same time, maybe, I feel like Mistar almost treats this whole thing as a breeding arrangement for kits, but I don't feel like he's investing too much into the relationship beyond that. And I feel like Cloudy Snarl is now looking for it elsewhere. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. I hope it doesn't get in the way of the babies that I want. Dark Pounds is finding Slumber Roach annoying. Wait, what? But I thought but she's more interested in Slumber Roach than anyone else. What's going on? Okay, so it seems as though Dark Pounds has also started to mutually develop a bit of a crush on Cloudy Snarl. Probably because she hasn't been finding a lot of opportunities to get together with Slumber Roach and do things with him. And he's been sick lately, so he's kind of closed himself off a little bit more as well. Whereas Cloudy Snarl's kind of been there. But I find this quite hilarious, guys. Dark Pounds literally has a mutual crush going on with 3 different cats. This is not one-sided. Like, Slumber Roach also has likes her back, right? He also has some feelings for her. Cloudy Snarl has a crush on Dark Pounds as well, back. Lyrebuzz also has a crush on Dark Pounds, and she has a crush on all 3 of them. So I kind of feel like she's the it cat. She's like the it girl over here. Everyone likes her, and she kind of likes everyone too, which is quite fascinating to me. But yeah, I'm wondering if Lyrebuzz has become more active, but she had more expectations from Slumber Roach. But he's kind of sick now, and maybe she's irritated at him not bothering to talk to her because he's sick. Like, being sick has almost become an excuse for him to not seek her out and hang out with her. And Lyrebuzz is kind of taking the lead, and she's irritated why Slumber Roach is not making more effort. I think maybe something like that is happening. She wants Slumber Roach to make more effort because she cares about him. Okay. Slopefleck is fetching Almond Fur for another cat who is looking for him. Okay, and Almond Fur has a crush on Slopefleck, and they were starting to spend a lot of time together in the previous episode, towards the end, which would have made Almond Fur very, very happy, we were saying. So Slopefleck, let's see who he has the most relationship with, and we'll say that he is fetching Almond Fur for them. And, well, other than Almond Fur, it is Nectarrock, that's right, because he treats Nectarrock like a younger brother. And it seems as though, so we were actually unaware of how Slopefleck was feeling, and we weren't sure if he would ever return Almond Fur's feelings. Based on this, guys, it seems as though he treats Almond Fur like a younger brother, and he feels very safe around Almond Fur. And then we find out that he has developed a crush on the injured Slumber Roach, who has currently sprained his paw. Yeah, guys, the third prophet has a crush, and I don't know when this happened. Like, what happened? Am I missing something? Did I forget something? What happened between these two? That they have now, or like, you know, Slopeflag has now developed a crush on Slumber Roach. Like, what is this? But I feel so bad for Arminfur. He has this crush on Slopeflag. He has this enemies to lovers like plot line going on in his side, but Slopeflag doesn't feel the same way, and Slopeflag, you know, has been spending more time with Arminfur, and Arminfur's like reading into it, but Slopeflag doesn't feel the same. He's just treating him like a younger brother, but he's actually looking at Arminfur's mentor. So it kind of makes sense why he wouldn't see Arminfur as anything more than a sibling, you know, because his eyes are on Slumber Roach. The drama. Okay, Slumber Roach is sharing tongues with Cloudy Snark. That is kind of cute. So the mediator has gone over to the medicine cat den and is, you know, spending some time with him, which is really, really nice. And we did say that Cloudy Snarl and Slumber Roach seem to have a good relationship, because Cloudy Snarl is very much aware that Slumber Roach and the Prophet, her mate, have a brotherhood going on, so she doesn't have anything to be jealous of. So this is kind of nice that they have a good bond with each other. And in terms of his relations, guys, guess what I discovered? I discovered that Slumber Roach also has feelings for Slopeflag. He's developed a bit of a crush on Slopeflag as well, guys. As well, and more than he liked Dark Pounce. So it kind of makes sense to me, you know, with him being childish, maybe he isn't trying with Dark Pounce because now he wants more attention from Slopeflag. And he's maybe started, I don't know if he started getting attention, because this was a bit of a surprise to me. But yes, guys, he wants attention from Slopeflag, so he's not paying as much attention to Dark Pounce. And I feel so bad for Arminfur, because his mentor and his crush mutually like each other, and he's kind of in the blind. Oh my goodness. But yes, Slumber Roach likes Slopeflag. I think more than Slopeflag likes him, but also more than, yeah, Slumber Roach likes Dark Pounce. So wait, if I actually go back to Slopeflag, yeah, because he likes, say, like almost like one and a bit bars he has, whereas Slumber Roach has like 2 and a bit. So yeah, Slumber Roach definitely likes Slopeflag more, but I just found that so fascinating. So that is a dynamic we have to keep an eye on, guys. We gotta keep an eye on. Okay, Bubbling Gale curses a squirrel that just barely got away. And poor Bubbling Gale, he has a one-sided crush on Arminfur, but Arminfur never notices. I don't even know if they spend enough time with each other. But who knows? But I feel like Arminfur is very, I feel like he's a stubborn cat when it comes to, you know, the people that he likes. I feel like once he's committed to kind of Slopeflag, it's going to be very difficult for him to then divert his attention to someone else. So I don't know how that's going to go. Grey Swipe hopes the deputy won't assign her to the next patrol. And her relationships... Okay, she has not managed to develop anything too serious with anyone or have any crushes. And Arminfur, who I feel so terrible for, because he was getting so excited on the inside at the end of the last episode. But he is like I feel like he's liking Slopeflag more and more, but he's misinterpreting things. He doesn't realize that Slopeflag doesn't see him that way. Ay. Okay, so that's what we have going on in terms of relationships. So let us now, and you know, what they're doing on the daily, on this particular daily. But let's go ahead and send the cats out on patrol. Patrols, I feel like, a very big thing too, because especially with the numbers we have, the pairings we get, you know, things can happen in pairings. Actually. Did Slopeflag and Slumber Roach go on patrol? I don't remember. But that definitely, like the double patrols, or you know, the patrol with the 2 cats, the duo ones, yeah, they can end up having a big impact on the relationships. So Lyrebuzz, maybe they had a moment out on patrol, if that is the case. I can't remember if they went on patrol together or not. I think Slopeflag going? I don't know. My memory cannot be trusted at this point. Okay, Lyrebuzz, let's send you out and see what you get. Oh, that's so cute. Greenleaf is truly the best time of year to be a medicine cat, with a world so full of flowers and green growth. Lyrebuzz heads out to gather fresh goldenrod for the stores. If luck is on his side, there might be some marigolds he can add to his storages as well. We shall proceed. The many stems of goldenrod surround Lyrebuzz as he works, snipping off stems and clumps of tiny yellow flowers to bring back to Luminous Clan's herb stores. His delight grows at seeing how much he collected, and it grows stronger still when he is able to carefully pluck some marigold as well, which he had made sure not to get his hopes up of finding. Perhaps StarClan has been kind this season. So goldenrod and marigold were gathered, good on him. And now it is time to see who the deputy, who has been quite focused of late, is going to assign on our patrols. Oh, that's right, because we have a injured cat. We have a cat down, guys, which means unfortunately one of the cats is going out on her own, and that is Dog Pounce, who literally has 3 heartstrings tied to her. But it seems as though all 3 heartstrings are kind of wandering away. Oh well, yeah, maybe a little bit. We'll have to see. So first up, we have Bubbling Gale, Miststar, Gracewave, Almond Fur, Slowfleck, and Nectar Rock. So I'm keen to see who kind of shines on this particular patrol. So the patrol leaders are Miststar. The patrol comes across a small dog right on the border of Luminous Clan territory. I think our odds are pretty good because we have a huge patrol and it's not a big dog, it's a small dog. But our skills are mediating, caretaking, law-keeping, running, swimming, and our traits are playful, compassionate, righteous, cold, loving, and adventurous. So we shall proceed. The patrol paces towards the small dog, claws out, fur up, backed up with the courage of their clanmates. The dog breaks into a barking fit, but that's the opportunity to attack, covering each other as they push the creature away from their territory. Okay, so that was a very, very successful patrol for them, but it seems as though no one cat kind of took the limelight. They all kind of worked together fairly well. And now is the patrol to be worried about, because I was expecting 2 cats. We have just Dog Pounce going out on her own. And the fact that there was a small dog in the area, I don't know how I feel about this. Okay guys, this is the first time I think I'm sending out 1 cat in expanded mode. I've done this in classic mode, and thankfully the cats always manage to get themselves out of a situation. But I don't know how much more severe things are in, in expanded mode. So, Dog Pounce, let us go. Okay, this should be good. The patrol comes across a shrew. The patrol, oh darn it, narrowly misses the shrew, but a very small amount of prey is brought to camp. So Dog Pounce, she did good pouncing around, getting a little bit of prey for us. So we have 150.2 and we only need 28. So she helped, so that was really good. Okay, so we have wrapped up all the patrols for today. Last time, Whimsy Clan. This time, we are trying to befriend Lyre Clan. Also, I want to quickly check up on the Medicine Cat Den and see our log. So, Lyrebuzz gathered marigolds and mullein this moon. Yep, and that was gathered on patrol. We have Slumber Roach who has a sprain right now. Hopefully, that'll kind of get dealt with real quick. But I'm going to cut the recording here, guys. When we come back, we shall continue. Okay, it is time for us to skip a moon and see if we get birth notices. My eyes are there all the time, every time. We have a birth notice. We have a birth notice, I think. Or a death notice, I'm not sure. During the gathering, Miststar nods and agrees when Lyre Clan's leader mentions diplomacy and inter-clan friendship. Okay, so relations have improved, that is good. Miststar slipped on some rocks and dislocated his leg. What? I'm like covering the screen with my hand so that I don't spoil anything. Oh no! Miststar, he's injured. Oh, okay, well hopefully, wait, he broke his leg like a, oh, he has a dislocated joint and he's a bit older too. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how many moons he's gonna be down for, but hopefully it's not too long. And hopefully we have all the ingredients needed to take care of him, which I think we do. And, darn it, rumors reach her clan that the kitty pet Sunny Meadow has died. So one of the lightless cats have died, unfortunately, and I was so excited. I thought we had a birth notice. I covered the screen and everything, guys. Okay, Sunny Meadow. 82 moons. But still, she was an adult, so it must have been an accident. It must have been an accident. Yeah. Fascinating. Fascinating. Okay, now we're gonna dive into relationships and see what is going on over there. Especially given everything we discovered about, you know, the various romances happening right now. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Lyrebuzz compliments Bubbling Gale for his good disposition. Lyrebuzz, I'm glad you're complimenting Bubbling Gale. I'm glad, because I don't feel like Bubbling Gale gets appreciated enough for the way he is and the amount of good he does. Dark Pounce drops into the medicine den to ask Lyrebuzz if he's eaten yet. Look at that, guys. Dark Pounce has been quite irritated at, not Cicada Lotus, Slumber Roach. At Slumber Roach for not giving her enough attention of late, and she's now kind of moving her attention onto Lyrebuzz. She's going back and giving him more attention. So I'm sure Lyrebuzz would be quite appreciative of that. I mean, he was guiding Strike to the exit in the last moon, like earlier this episode. You know, he was guiding Strike to the exit and maybe flirting with her a little bit to make Dark Pounce jealous. So I don't know if on his end he thinks that that's why Dark Pounce is showing interest, but I think it's because Slumber Roach is not showing interest. Okay, Dark Pounce can't understand why clanmates like Almond Fur so much. Oh, Dark Pounce. Dark Pounce. Don't be jealous. You have there is literally no one in this clan who is liked as much as you are, so it's okay, honey. Just have some more confidence. Maybe hang out with Lyrebuzz more so he'll give you that confidence. And look at this! Just as I was saying, Lyrebuzz mews congratulations to Dark Pounce for a job well done. Okay, so these two guys are definitely bonding with each other. They are definitely bonding with each other, which is very, very nice to see. And I feel like Lyrebuzz is going to be like so happy. So happy with that. Now, I don't know how sincere his intentions towards like Dark Pounce is. I don't know. I'm wondering whether he is going to move on to someone next once he gets Dark Pounce, or if he's going to get bored with that relationship. And I feel like the competition he's had from Slumber Roach, even though he's been annoyed at it, might have been quite the motivator to keep at it with Dark Pounce. Lyrebuzz thinks Greyswipe isn't very considerate of others. Okay, Lyrebuzz has been treating Greyswipe like a younger sister of his. And you know how sometimes we see personality traits in our siblings that we feel don't make them likable to others, and it makes us slightly concerned for them, and we tell them off to, you know, try and get them to change so that more people see the side of them that we do. Yeah, I think that's what's happening with Lyrebuzz and Greyswipe. I think he's looking at her and he's thinking, you know, younger sister of mine, who is not related to me by blood, but who I feel this way about. You have such a nice personality. Actually, deep down, you have a likable character, but I don't think you show it to the others. Maybe you should try a bit more by being considerate, instead of blunt and suspicious. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. Slumber Roach apologizes to Almond Fur, but Almond Fur doesn't know why. Guys, do you think, because Slumber Roach was Almond Fur's mentor, he would have learned, even though it wasn't for long, it was for I think 2 moons, he would have learned, you know, quite a bit about Almond Fur and become familiar with him and his personality and his likes and dislikes to a degree. Do you think Slumber Roach has noticed that Almond Fur has feelings for Slopefleck? But Slumber Roach knows that he and Slopefleck are having a bit of a thing right now that they haven't expressed to each other, but they both can kind of feel it's mutual, so he kind of feels bad for Almond Fur. So he's apologizing to Almond Fur, but not explaining why. Maybe that's what's happening. And Almond Fur doesn't know, obviously, that he's misinterpreting and understanding, like not understanding what what the time he's spending with Slopeflake means. Okay, Slumber Roach hates the gift that Almond Fur gave him. You know how I'm going to interpret that, especially off the last thing we just read. Almond Fur is trying to show Slumber Roach, maybe. Hates the gift. I'm going to say Almond Fur is probably showing Slumber Roach something that he wants to give to Slopeflake. And so he's also giving Slumber Roach like a similar gift to be like, you know, this is for you, but also this one here is for Slopeflake. And Slumber Roach kind of hates the gift because he feels guilty having this when he knows that Slopeflake is not going to receive the gift in the way Almond Fur wants. And that Almond Fur is going to feel betrayed when he finds out that Slumber Roach and Slopeflake have a thing. So maybe that's why he's like hating the idea of this whole gifting thing. Because he's feeling guilty. Even though, he really shouldn't. Mistar had a fight with Slumber Roach. Oh no. Okay. So, has Slumber Roach healed? I don't think he has. He's still got a sprained paw. And now Mistar has a stuffed up leg. So both of them might be feeling a little bit cranky. Yeah. Unfortunately. I haven't seen them fight. I don't know if it's ever or just in a while. I don't think I've seen them fight ever. Is this the first fight in the Brotherhood? Okay. I wonder what they fought about. I'm not entirely sure what they fought about. Mistar sees Bubbling Gale neglect a clanmate. Neglect a clanmate. Which clanmate? Let's see who Bubbling Gale has the least relationship with. Okay, who do you have the least relationship with? Nectarrock. Yeah, Nectarrock has been quite mean to you, accusing you of theft and such, so that makes sense. Okay, so Bubbling Gale neglected the deputy, who is currently shouldering a lot more responsibility than usual because our leader is currently down. With what is his problem? Hold on a second. My brain's kind of frazzling a little bit. Dislocated joint. Sorry, he's got a dislocated joint, so he can't actively do his duty right now as leader, which means the deputy has more on his plate. And so Mistar probably thought it was very, very inconsiderate of Bubbling Gale, who is known for being so considerate, to ignore the deputy when the deputy's kind of in over his head with stuff to do. I think Mistar expected more from Bubbling Gale, because Bubbling Gale is always so helpful. Okay, Cloudy Snarl and Grey Swipe are assigned to the same task. Okay, and these guys are getting to bond a little bit, but it's kind of like a neutral thing. Cloudy Snarl acknowledges Grey Swipe with a twitch of her whiskers, and they seem to be getting along decently. Almond Fur likes the way Lyrebuzz laughs. Okay, so Almond Fur is spending a bit more time with the medicine cat. I just hope he doesn't get roped in with his, Casanova ways. Slopeflake goes out of his way to help Grey Swipe with something without being asked. For a long time, Slopeflake and Grey Swipe were the only cats who didn't have a crush on anyone. But that has changed for Slopeflake. Grey Swipe, not so much. The clan has noticed Nectarrock and Bubbling Gale are smiling at each other more today. Which is fascinating because Bubbling Gale literally ignored Nectarrock earlier on. So I wonder if Mistar had a bit of a talk with Bubbling Gale about the fact that Nectarrock is a little bit overwhelmed and he's got a lot on his plate. He seems to be handling it okay so far, but it would be very, very nice of you to, try and help what you can to make his life a little bit easier. He would appreciate that a lot. So I think Bubbling Gale is actively trying to make an effort to be nice to Nectarrock, and maybe that's what the clan's noticing. Maybe the clan's kind of noticing that it's kind of forced, but Bubbling Gale is trying very hard with Nectarrock. And he's trying hard enough that everyone's like, okay, Bubbling Gale, we kind of see you. We kind of see it. Right, Nectarrock woke a bunch of cats up for morning stretches, and they weren't too happy about that. Nectarok swears he sees Grayswipe sneaking around the camp at night. These two, I thought they kind of resolved a lot of the suspicions they had about each other, but it seems as though not quite. Nectarok, yeah. Grayswipe is not too fond of Nectarok, and he is likewise not too fond of Grayswipe. And he's kind of suspicious of what she's been doing, but I don't know. What has Grayswipe been doing? But he swore that he saw her sneaking around, but I don't know. I don't know. He also swore that Bubbling Gale stole his things, which Bubbling Gale didn't. So I don't know if I would believe Nectarok. Slopefleck asks Slumberroach if there's something in his teeth. Okay, these two? I'm keeping an eye on you, because I didn't last time, and then you kind of crept up on me. But these two, it's a neutral thing, but they are interacting with each other. And Slopefleck sees a glimmer of determination in Almond Fur's eyes. Don't tell me. I wonder if it's determination to win Slopefleck over, to finally cross that line that is keeping them from each other. Except he doesn't realize that the line only exists on his side. It's completely invisible to Slopefleck. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just this kind of... just like the end of the last episode, like our events this time around is also ending with Almond Fur and Slopefleck. And it's kind of stressing me out for the little cat. But okay, guys. That pretty much sums up everything that has happened this moment, apparently. But we are going to wrap things up over here. We have 2 cats down, so our patrols are getting smaller and smaller. This does mean that next time, I guess we'll only have 1 patrol, because we have 2 cats down, 2 warriors as well. But okay guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.